guys, it's Lily
and Kaci
from
Cousin
Love. I can actually do a full heart that time. Sorry, excuse my hair. So today, for the final time, we're going to be doing a makeup tutorial. So I'm doing it on Kaci, and she has picked these colors for her eyeshadow. She's doing an ombre. The colors you can't really see very well, but she's doing an ombre of blues and then a little gold in the corner. So the first thing I did was just pull her hair back. So, but we're not really doing like the full face of makeup. We're just showing some tips and tricks and stuff, and all of the information about where we got our makeup and all like the information about the makeup will be in the description box below. So we're missing. You're probably wondering, but we're gonna miss the eyeshadow primer. We're not putting that on because our eyeshadow primer is all clogged up. Yeah. This video is in place of Weirdos makeup. So make sure we will have a link to the information video of Weirdos makeup up here and somewhere in the description box below. So before you watch this video, make sure to subscribe and give this video a huge thumbs up and
subscribing.
So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do, sorry, just need to scoot her in a little bit. Okay, so, sorry, okay, so the first thing we're gonna do is, I'm gonna do the lips first. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this baby lips, and this is just the SPF 20 sunscreen for your lips, so it's not like, it smells really good though. So the first thing, so Kaci has thin lips, and so it's very important that you get the lips like on spot and noticeable. So I'm just gonna rub some of this on her lips first, and because our lips are getting really chapped because it's almost fall and it's, so our lips are getting chapped, so I just put that on her. She rubs it in. Okay, so we put that on. The next thing we're gonna do is we pick the color. So do you want this color?
Yeah.
Okay, so we picked this color, and this is Urban Decay. And so what we're gonna do is, and the color is Cools and Plums. So I'm just gonna squeeze it out and rub it on. This is a very subtle color, so it's pretty noticeable. Make sure the color of the lip gloss that you pick will match everything else that you're doing, like your blush and your eyeshadow, because it's really important. Like if you did blue lipstick and you did like a pink blush and like pink eyeshadow, that would look pretty weird. So that's how it looks. So it's very glossy. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is the blush, and so what we're gonna do for the blush is so our blush is kind of spilled, so we're not gonna show you what the inside of the blush looks like, but we're just gonna pick a color. So this is just BH Cosmetics, and this is the Professional blush. Okay, so
and I am going to do an ombre, a bright pink
and like a light pink.
Yeah, a brand.
So as you can see here, that's what that looks like. So yeah, those are the colors that are together. Okay, so we're gonna take those, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna mix them in the middle. So I'm just gonna go like this in the middle, and I'm taking a pretty thick brush. This isn't a blush brush, but it's pretty thick. So I'm just gonna go like this, rub it around, and then I'm gonna have Kaci go like this. I found that is the easiest way to find the apples of your cheeks. For me it is. Kaci likes when you smile, and she does like this. The bad thing about that, like, it still works, but the bad thing is it like if you get this part, it kind of goes down a little bit. So that's why I like to go right here, but it does define the apples of your cheeks. So if you like doing that better, you can always do that. And if you don't know what the apples of the cheeks are, they're like this part of your cheek. So just make sure you get like that part, because that's where you're supposed to put your blush. And yeah, okay. So this is what it looks like. So you don't want your blush to be super noticeable when you put it on, because if it is, it makes you seem like you kick on makeup and you don't know how to put makeup on. So, okay, the next thing we're doing is the eyes. So, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you, we are both sick, so my voice is kind of out. So
I just have a stuffy nose, but it's mostly
yeah. So the first thing we're gonna do is not curl the eyelashes. That's the last thing you do. Well, one of the last things you do. Okay, so we're gonna take the eyeshadow. Usually you would put an eyeshadow concealer on, so make sure you do that if you have it, because it will help it stay on longer, and yeah, it will make it easier to put on your. Sorry, I'm trying to get our eyeshadow brush in here. There's Kaci and her makeup. Oops. Okay, so this is what we're using for our eyeshadow brush. This isn't exactly an eyeshadow brush, but it works. So, okay, so I put the eyeshadow concealer on. Just rub it around. Okay, okay. So all these colors are located next to each other, pretty much. So we're doing this one, this one, this one, a little bit more subtle, and then this like gold one in the corner. This gold one in the corner. This is an 88. This is also BH Cosmetics, and it's the Tropical Matte Eyeshadow with the 88 color palette. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to take my brush, not rub a ton, but rub quite a bit onto both sides of the brush. It's like this. And then on Kaci, since this is an ombre and it's the lightest color, you want to do it the whole eye. And we're going to do about a medium of height, not a super high one. Just going to do like a medium of how far the height is. And you just want to rub that around. And since it's the lightest color, you can do it like high, because it is the lightest color, but the rest of the colors aren't going to go this high. So, close your eyes. So that's how it should look. And eyeshadow is very noticeable, so it's very important that you don't make it like too noticeable, because eyeshadow isn't very easy to take off, and you can mess it up very easily. But I am just rubbing with the eyeshadow brush. It might get on the eyelashes, and that's okay. It will come off when you're doing eyelashes. Okay, so I'm just going to rub this up high. Okay, and see how this color isn't super noticeable, and that's why it's the lightest color? Okay, now I'm going to go into the next color, and the next color is this blue. So, did you see how I didn't wipe off the brush? That's because you want the colors to kind of mix, since it is an ombre. Okay, I'm not going to touch right here. I'm going to go a little bit further than where I started on the first color, and then I'm just going to go outward. And I'm only going up for a medium height here. I'm not going up as high, because this is a little bit more noticeable. Okay, and that's how it will end up looking. And then I'm just going to go on to the next eye super fast. So this color is definitely more noticeable, but this color is still not super noticeable. So if you want to do this just by itself, it's not very noticeable, and you can still do it very high. Okay, now going on to the next color. This is where it starts to get a little bit hard, because this color is a lot darker. It's this one. So I'm just going to rub a little bit on here, not a ton. This is so pretty. It's like a mermaid color. So make sure you don't like mix it too much. Okay. Let that focus. Okay, now this is where it starts to get important and hard. So you're not going to start at the front, you're going to start kind of back here. And then you're going to go on to the end and kind of like dab the ends, and then you want to go kind of high with the very last color, if you want it to be noticeable. Okay, and then I'm going to take, let me do it to this side super fast. Eyeshadow is very hard. When I was little and I'd put eyeshadow on, I would always get so mad because I'd mess it up big time. Okay, now what you want to do is, if you kept it like this, like, it would look kind of weird. Like, you don't want your eyes to, like, here, close your eyes. Don't want your eyes to like look like that, because it looks like a big like dish, a big shuttle. And so what you want to do is you want to take a clean brush or wipe that off. So I'm just going to take a tiny bit bigger brush. So this is definitely a lot bigger. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend these colors. So I'm going to go in and just blend them. And this kind of makes it less like subtle, less makes it to where it's not like a very noticeable like cakey color. Okay, and that's how it looks. If you want to add more of the darker color, you can, which I'm going to, because that kind of took away the darker color. So I just did it with my finger, kind of rubbed the corner. Okay, and for the last color, my favorite, gold. So I'm going to go back with this bigger brush, with this smaller brush. It doesn't really matter if it blends, it's fine. Okay, this is where it's like, this is like the most important part. Well, the darkest part is, but you want to go to the very corner of the eye, and you want to go surround the eye a little bit. So there is a lot of blue left on this. Okay, so just want to like kind of surround the eye with gold. Right here, this isn't actually a very gold color. Now that I look at it, it's more like a bronze. But that's okay, because it still goes, it's still really cute. Okay, if you left it like this, it would look like big dots on her. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your big blending brush again, and you're just gonna kind of blend it. And look how pretty that is. It is super pretty. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit on our eyes. It's very pretty. It looks very professional, very outgoing. Okay, now for the eyelashes, I'm just gonna take an eyelash curler. I don't know where this is from, so I can't list it. Okay, when you do eyelashes, it's very important that you get it spot on. Okay, so just gonna go in. So open your eyes, and then you're gonna put the eyelashes in, and then you're just gonna squeeze it together. And then it curls them. Very, very pretty. And do the next one. And when you do this, it definitely makes your eyelashes look longer. So like, look at that. Look how pretty they are. Okay, and then you're gonna want to take mascara. And then you're just going. So this is what we do. We say open, and then close, open, close, open, close. So that just kind of rubs it on there. So open, close, wait, open, close, close. And then if you want to do it on the bottom eyelashes, it is much more normal to get a thinner brush. But if you don't have one, here, try to keep your eyes open. You can always just go in with this one. And that's how you do. So this is the finished look. Try not to look at what I say. So this is the finished look. Bye.
Bye.